What's the worst part of planning a Disney trip, besides watching your bank account cry? Waking up at 7 a.m. to fight strangers on your phone for lightning lanes and dining reservations? Hard pass. That's where Royal Escapes Travel Company comes in. They'll handle all the Disney planning chaos: hotels, park reservations, lightning lanes, even where you're eating Mickey-shaped waffles, all at no extra cost to you. Seriously. And it's not just the parks. Want to chill in Hawaii at Aulani, a Disney resort and spa? They've got you. Dreaming of a Disney cruise? They'll hook it up. Prefer wizards over mouse ears? They can plan your Universal trip too. For more information or to plan a trip, contact royalescapeskaren@gmail.com. Bottom line, you focus on the fun, the photos, and the churros. Royal Escapes Travel Company will take care of the rest.
This week on the Mickeyphile podcast, we set sail on the Disney fantasy for a Merrytime Cruise, because nothing says holiday spirit like running away to the Caribbean and letting Disney do all the work. And yes, we did it in a one-bedroom concierge suite. Go big or go back to regular staterooms, I guess. We packed the sailing with all of the festive magic we could handle. 3 Broadway-style shows that made us wonder why we ever settle for normal entertainment, and 2 island stops, Castaway Key and Lookout Key, because apparently one private island just isn't enough anymore. We even had a luxurious day at sea, which we spent doing the most important thing you can do on vacation. Absolutely nothing, except eating and drinking and pretending calories didn't exist in international waters. And because we can't resist chaos, we tackled the mid-ship detective agency game, both Muppets and Disney editions, basically turning ourselves into shipwide detectives with nowhere else to be and no one to impress. All that and more coming up on episode 242 of the Mickeyphile podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of the Mickeyphile podcast. I'm Scott, and with me, as always, is my lovely wife, Karen.
Hello, everybody.
So we're a little late because we tried to record this while we were on the Destiny.
Yes.
And it just sounded like garbage.
Well, we did record it. It just sounded like garbage.
We did, but it sounded like garbage. So we are back home and trying it again.
Yes.
It has been a whirlwind 12 days.
Yes.
And actually, month, because what's today? The 12th of December.
Mm-hmm.
So less than a month ago, we went to Disneyland.
Yes.
Plus everything else now. It's been a busy month.
It's been a very busy month.
It's been fun.
Fun.
Yes, so let's see. A week ago today, we got off the Disney. Nope, a week ago yesterday, we got off the Disney Fantasy.
Correct.
4 nights from the 30th to the 4th. Yeah. 2 stops. We went to, what was the order? Went to Castaway Key and then Lookout Key, right?
Yes.
Am I backwards on that? We went to Castaway Key first.
Yes.
We went to Lookout Key second. Yes.
Right.
And Pirate Night was Lookout Key, which was different. It's almost always been Castaway Key when we've been on a ship.
Yes.
So that was
a little different.
Yeah, and didn't really matter, but yes, it was a little different.
Yes.
So this one left from Port Canaveral on the morning, Sunday the 30th.
Correct.
Just after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Booked that cruise super short.
Like Tuesday,
and got on the boat on Sunday.
Yes, we're a little crazy.
Well, it was a very good opportunity.
Yes.
Just with very short notice.
Correct.
But it fit the work schedule. It just fit everything.
It fit the whole schedule because we were already going to be over there on the 4th. We'd already scheduled the 4th to the 7th. And then these cruises worked around that.
Right. So a last minute opportunity arises for this cruise. We booked a very quick stay that was available at All Star Music.
Correct.
And actually got a really good room. We were in Calypso, like on the first floor, just across from the pool and the lobby. So
right.
It was very convenient, especially the next morning to get over there.
Yes.
But it also gave us the opportunity to take the boat or the bus to Port Canaveral.
Right.
Which is just so easy.
It really is.
You know, they came and got our bags. We went over from the room. We didn't have to take them over, just the carry-on stuff.
Right.
It was about an hour and 15-minute drive to the port that we didn't have to make.
Right.
$90 a piece, round trip. So $180 for the two of us.
Right.
About $100 to park. 80 or 100. I think 100.
I think 100. It's gone up a little bit, yeah.
To park. So it was worth it.
Yeah. And it basically...
Well, and for the check-in or the arrival time.
Right.
Because when we booked the cruise, we immediately had to check in. I mean, it was only 5 days.
Right.
And we had options of 2:15 or 2:30 for our port arrival time. So taking the bus put us in your arrival time is whatever time you got here on the bus.
Right.
Instead of having to wait around, kill time, whatever.
Which is very beneficial overall.
Yes.
For arrival time.
Yeah. And very beneficial on this one because the room we had was a guaranteed ocean view veranda, navigator veranda.
Right.
That's not what we got. We were actually assigned a family veranda up on the 11th floor.
Which would have been a fine room.
It would have been. But we did want to try Concierge on the Fantasy.
Yes.
Since it had just come out of dry dock.
Yes.
And you had a friend that texted you basically right as we were walking in.
Right.
That she had just gotten the last veranda concierge room.
So we were
nervous. We were hoping, maybe somebody had decided they wanted to get a 1-bedroom instead of a veranda. That didn't happen.
Right.
So we ended up upgrading to a 1-bedroom. And it actually was not as much more as I thought it was going to be. But when we went to upgrade to see if there were upgrades to concierge, there was a 1-bedroom available.
Right.
And it was only $1,000 more.
Yeah. But
we, for $1,000 more, and holy cow. On the Fantasy, a concierge veranda family veranda room is about
294 square feet or something like that.
Is it that big?
Yeah.
Okay. The 1-bedroom was a little over 600 square feet. It was huge.
Huge. It was gigantic.
It had 2 full bathrooms. One with a shower, one with a tub and a shower, and a real bathtub, a freestanding porcelain, deep, huge, oval-shaped tub.
It was fantastic. I don't take baths, and I took a bath.
Right. It had a nice little sitting area with two comfy chairs and a sofa that folded out to a double bed.
Right. A desk.
It had a desk. It had, obviously, the refrigerator. It had a table with 4 chairs. The balcony the veranda was like a double veranda. It had 2 lounge chairs and 2 regular chairs and 2 tables out there.
Right. And there was double sliding glass doors. So, the ones in the living room and the ones in the dining room.
Right. The bedroom was interesting. It had 3 pocket doors on 2 walls.
Right.
To close it all off. We never really closed all of those.
Right, because it's just us.
But, yeah. But it did, it was kind of in the middle of the room. And it closed off around it.
Right.
Which was really cool.
And it had a king-size bed, and then there was a TV for the master bedroom.
Right. And of course, the bathroom with the bathtub was off of that.
Right. And it had a double vanity as well.
It had a walk-in closet.
Yes.
Not in the bedroom, in the little hallway where all the closets are.
Which they had 3 closets.
Yeah, but it had a walk-in closet.
Yeah. It was very surprising when you walked in.
Yeah. It was a lot bigger than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Super comfortable. Just an amazing, amazing room.
Yeah. We actually spent time in the room just because of the quality of the room.
Yeah, we did. So when you do concierge, first thing when you get on the ship, they have lunch for you, and it's at the Royal Palace.
Whichever the first restaurant is, right, when you literally walk in. I think
the one right there, yeah. But it's a nice, there's pasta, there's a beef tenderloin option, a few different options. Very nice sit-down restaurant. Includes champagne or Prosecco.
Right.
Or you can go up to the concierge lounge, which is open, doing beer and wine and Prosecco.
Right.
Champagne and Prosecco.
It's kind of the welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome aboard the ship. If you're not concierge, then the buffet line is open upstairs.
Right. What is it, cabanas?
So that was cool. We went upstairs. Another thing in concierge, your room is available at 12:30.
Right.
Instead of 1:30 or 2 o'clock. So it was nice to be able to get in because I had worked the night before until 11 something. And by the time we got back to the room, by the time I got something to eat when I got off work and got back to the room, and we finished our packing as much as we needed to be ready for the next day.
Right.
It was pretty late when we got to bed and pretty early when we got up. They called us around 7 o'clock to schedule to come get the bags.
They showed up a little after 8, I think.
Yeah, the bus was 9:45 for a 10:15 departure, I believe.
Yes.
So it was a short night sleep, so it was nice to be able to get in the room and just chill out. Your first day when you leave port with a Disney ship is packed. You get on the ship.
Yeah.
You get into your room around 1:30 or 2. If you haven't updated or changed your room for some reason, your bags are outside.
Right.
When you get there. Both of these cruises, we had to wait a little bit for our bags, although they got there a lot quicker this time than they have before.
Yes.
On both ships.
Yes. Very quick.
But at 3:30 approximately, you have the muster call where you have to go to your assigned muster station, and watch how to put on a life vest and that. That always takes longer than it should, because even though they repeatedly tell you that every single person on board the ship, no matter your age, how many times you've been on a Disney cruise, blah, 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 you have to come. And there are still people that are 15, 20 minutes late getting in.
Right.
So it takes longer than it should. And then around 4:15, you have the sail away party or seize the adventure or whatever it is, depending on what ship you're on.
Right. Which is the countdown, and then they blow the whistles.
Yeah. But, that's going to take till about 5 o'clock. And then if there's a show that night, those doors open at 5:30. So
it goes very quick. Yeah.
Once the thing gets started, it's very busy, especially that first night.
Yes.
So it's nice to be able to get in there and have a chance to unpack and be ready for the next few days, rather than just starting on it at 10 o'clock when you get done with dinner and whatever Broadway show may be going that night.
Right.
Our first night, we had dinner in the Animator's Palette, which is a cool restaurant, screens all over. This one, they had a show Talk with Turtle Crush. What is it? Turtle Talk with Crush.
Yes, thank you.
It was that kind of thing. So Crush was popping up on different screens, talking to kids and adults and asking them questions, same deal.
Right.
And it was a good dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And we had that night on the Fantasy, Aladdin.
Yes.
A musical spectacular.
Yes.
It's a very good show.
Yes, it is.
You can tell it's one of the older shows, but it's a very good show.
It is a very good show.
I don't think it was as good on the Fantasy as it is on the Wish and Treasure.
Right. I think it's the age of the ship kind of.
Yeah. The assistant cruise director is Dan or Daniel or whatever his name was, said, that it could be different based on the technology on the ship. So that makes sense, when you're talking about ships that are 3 years old versus however old the Fantasy and all are.
Yeah. I think they're about 10.
I think they feel like that.
Yeah.
So we got to see those, and we did get to hang out at the Concierge Lounge a bit.
Yes, we did.
The next morning, we woke up in Castaway Key.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that night, the first night, they also had a big Christmas tree lighting deal because it was a Merrytime Cruise.
Yes.
So, yeah, we had a big come down to the Grand Hall, and they did 2 of them that night.
Mm-hmm.
And had Santa and the Fab Six and all that.
And we have learned now from going to a couple of things like this, if you go to an event and there's in the Grand Hall and there's 3 floors, there's the main floor 3, 4, and 5. Go to floor 4. You get a better view.
Yeah, that's the best. 5 gets you a little bit too straight up over it.
Right. 4,
but
floor, deck 4, right around the Grand Hall is the best view of everything.
Yeah. On the 3rd floor, you're on the ground trying to look over and around people.
Yeah.
And it's crowded. But floor 4, just around the handrail is a really good spot to watch all of that stuff in the lobby.
Yeah, it really is. So
in the Grand Hall.
Yeah, it's not just for like Maritime, it's for anything because they do a lot of stuff in the Grand Hall.
They do a lot.
Right.
But anyway, so once that was all done, we had dinner, we went and got a nightcap and went back to our room and enjoyed the balcony and that. Next morning we woke up, we were at Castaway Key.
Yes.
It was a windy day. It wasn't crazy. It was like 15-mile-an-hour winds. It was actually a beautiful day, sun shining.
Yeah.
Not too hot, about 78, 79 degrees, but with a 15-mile-an-hour wind, it was nice and chill out there.
We went down and checked out the shop, see if there's anything new.
Yeah, we were looking for a shirt we had seen a few months ago. And didn't spend a lot of time on the island because we wanted to explore the ship a little more.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, enjoy the room we had.
Yes.
Which we did a lot more of this year on this cruise than we normally do.
Yes, very much so. But we had the space to spread out, like had a table to work on.
Right.
And
as a matter of fact, that second night, we just didn't feel like going downstairs.
Well, I mean, there are reasons for it.
There are, but we just didn't feel like going down to dinner. Like it just had been a long day.
Yeah.
So we found out that with a 1-bedroom, they will bring dinner from whatever restaurant is in your rotation up to the room.
Yeah. You just order with.
So we were in the lounge when it arrived, and one of the servers said, your food's here. Can we go and put it in your room? I was like, absolutely. And we, basically got ready and went back to our room right behind them.
And it was a whole display.
Oh, they'd put a tablecloth over the table, and they had all the food laid out for us. So that was a very cool thing to learn. That second night, in lieu of a show, they had I can't remember exactly what it was, but basically Minnie's Very Merry Christmas celebration or something like that, whatever it was called, something like that. So that was super cool. We actually skipped it, but we heard from other people. It was, cute little thing.
Yes.
And we just kind of hung out around the ship. experience some of the other things that were new around, at least redone.
Right. Right.
So the biggest change they made, I think they did a refresh, obviously, on the ship, soft goods, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
They did completely change the concierge lounge and it. And in fact, it's completely different than the Dreams is.
Yes. But it's really nice. I mean, I like the way they set it up. It's a lot more open. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with the Dream. It was very enjoyable, the way it was laid out. So,
and the other reason we didn't go to either the Christmas thing or want to go down to dinner was because at 8:00 was Disney, whatever it was, Wonderful World of Disney Holiday Celebration.
Right. Which
TV show, which we were there for the filming of and wanted to see if we made it on TV.
Yeah.
So we watched that in the room.
Yeah.
While we ate dinner.
Uh-huh. So that worked out really nice.
It did. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Then came Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
We woke up Wednesday morning in Lookout Key.
Yes. It was a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful day.
Yes.
This day, they actually pulled into the dock. If you've been to Lookout Key, normally they back in to the pier. They pulled in forward. Turned out they had some painting to do on the side of the ship, and so they had a lift out there.
Yeah.
And there were guys painting the railings on the verandas and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they were painting above them too. Yeah. So they spent all day painting.
They did. They did a lot of work on the ship while we were there.
Yeah.
So it was very cool.
Yeah.
We went out and wandered around the island a little bit. We saw the
Junkanoo.
We saw the Junkanoo Rush, which is the parade where they beat on drums and have a brass band and ring bells, and they're in all these.
It's a really cool,
super duper headdresses and costumes.
I enjoyed the explanation of it and the whole event.
Yeah,
I think
so
it's really
45 minutes before it started at noon. So at 11:15, a couple of the people who are in it come out. And they teach you the rhythm of the Junkanoo, that you ring the bells, it's chink, 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 chink,
Right.
And what the drum beat is and, all this and the history of the Junkanoo and why they do it.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have you make like a headpiece for yourself to wear.
Right.
Out of literally crepe paper and construction paper and crayons and, that kind of stuff.
Right.
One of my favorite things about that is that it's not a Disney-fied version of it.
Correct. Yeah.
So these people who she said they do a competitive Junkanoo that she's on the team for.
Right.
But all of these people, when you look closely at their costumes, they're held together with staples and scotch tape, and they're literally made themselves. The brass band, the guys on the trumpets and trombones, their instruments are beat up.
Yeah.
They're their stuff. These are people who Disney is paying to do it, not Disney didn't put this together.
Right.
And I think it makes it really cool. I really like the, I can't remember exactly what the name of it is, the Cultural Center.
Yeah, it's like, it looks like Goomba, but
it's like Gamble or something, Goombay, whatever it is. Cultural Center that's right in the middle of basically the middle of the front of the island.
Right.
And they do a lot of stuff there. A lot of the excursions start there.
Mm-hmm.
But they do have a few of these different presentations that they do there. And it's basically a huge gazebo. It's really nice.
Yeah, but those gazebos are they have several of them. And the way the breeze comes through there and it's covered and they have the tables and everything set up there so you can, meet and talk with people. And it's just, I like how they have those set up.
Yeah, absolutely.
It makes it very inviting because you want to walk through and see what it's doing instead of just, I'm just going to go to my, where I want to be at the beach.
Right.
Or where I want to be.
No, it's great. I mean, I like that island a lot.
Yes.
And I'm glad that we got to stop there actually, well, at least on the one.
Right.
cruise. I've enjoyed going to that island.
Mm-hmm. I have too. As far as it just because it's so different than Castaway, and it just has a different feel and everything.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about it.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. So there we go. And then we did that, and then after the Junkanoo celebration, we headed back.
Right, we did. And we had lunch at not Marceline Market.
At Cabanas.
Cabanas. Cabanas is the buffet set up.
Right.
So we had lunch in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we spent some time wandering around the ship. They have the Midship Detective Agency, which is very similar to like Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is. You've got a map and notebook, and it tells you go to this picture and go to this painting, or, not painting, but this picture.
Right.
And throughout the ship, there are these huge, 4-foot tall, huge digital screens that have artwork on them until you walk up and wave your little detective badge at them.
Yeah. It's like a QR code.
Yeah, basically.
And then it keeps track of your card so it knows where you're at in the game.
Right.
And which game you're doing.
So we did the Disney version first that was a lot of Mickey and Goofy talking to you.
Right.
The second one we did was the Muppets, and that one was cute.
Yes.
And it takes you all over this ship. Literally everywhere from the 2nd to the 10th floor.
Right.
Every floor in between.
Mm-hmm.
We also did then the Muppets one.
Which I think is the cuter one.
I did too.
Yeah.
That one, obviously, Kermit pops up every screen, but you had Fozzie, you had Gonzo, you had a lot of different Muppets.
King Prawn was with him too.
Oh, King Prawn and Kermit were kind of your guides through it.
And King Prawn is always just so funny.
Yeah, Pepe's. Whew.
Yeah.
That one is really cool. So Pepe has his own room on the ship. I think it's 5148
and a half.
And a half.
And its actual door with stuff
it's 50 something 48 and a half. I know that.
Right.
And it's got all kinds of excursion schedules and all kinds of stuff all over the door.
Mm-hmm. It even has a little doorbell.
Right. You have to go to that door a couple of times.
Yes. So hint.
When you go the first time, or if you just happen upon it as you walk around the ship.
Right.
Take a picture of it, a good picture.
Yes.
Because one time you're going to be on the 10th floor and they're going to go check Pepe's room.
And then you have to remember where it's at.
Well, that's 5 aft and I'm 10 forward, and that seems horrible.
Right.
So if you've got a picture, you don't have to go all the way down there. Also, if you go down there the first time and don't take a picture and then find out you have to go down there again, if you Google Pepe's Door Disney Fantasy, there's a million pictures of it. Some of them are good enough that you can blow them up on your phone and cheat and look at them.
Yeah, but that's cheating.
Well, it's what we did the second time.
Yeah.
There's also a call board that's on the 3rd or 4th floor, maybe the 5th floor, back by the bars, or back by the theater.
By the Walt Disney Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I guess it's on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
It's their call board. It's a bulletin board in a case that's got their schedule, who's at rehearsal when, and again, a bunch of stuff like that.
Right.
You also need to go check that out during this thing, and then come back to a screen and tell them what you found and that kind of thing.
Right.
So
they're fun.
The Muppets one was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that one a lot. There was a third one that was 101 Dalmatians. We ran out of time to do it, and we're there again next month, so that'll give us something to do then.
Yeah.
But it was very fun. If you enjoyed Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, or you go to Disneyland and you have enjoyed the, key deal, this 70th celebration, you'll like this. It was very cute.
Yeah, it's something to do, especially with kids. Kids love running around doing it.
There were a lot of adults running around doing it too.
Yes.
We were not the only ones.
I know. I was about to say that, but it is.
There were also some dads who were just finishing it for the kids.
Yeah.
This is what they said. Finishing it for the kids because the kids gave up.
Yeah.
But
And they wouldn't go to the pool.
Yeah. So there were a lot of people doing it. There were times where there were 3 or 4 groups that all hit the same one at the same time.
Right, but they weren't doing the same thing.
No, they weren't.
So it all depends on where you started and how your clues were.
Yeah.
That we could be stacked up several people deep, but we're not working on the same game or at the same point.
Right.
So it made it, I like that. I know I did it before when we were on the fantasy.
Yeah.
And each time you do it is different.
No, you did it on the dream.
On the dream, that's what it was. And each time is different.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Day 3 was Pirate Night.
Yes.
Castaway Key Night and Pirate Night, or Castaway Key Day. So we were supposed to have dinner again. That was Enchanted Garden those 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
We went ahead and did room service again for that night.
The in-room dining, yeah.
The in-room dining.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, both nights we got it right at about 8:45. We were told because dinner started at 8:15, the first delivery time would be 30 minutes.
Right.
And that's about exactly what it was.
Right.
And then they came back later on and gathered the stuff.
Yeah.
Cleaned it all up for us.
I know. So helpful.
Yeah. So we just chilled out and again watched the night ocean, stuff until about 10 o'clock. Again, we just didn't want to rush. And when you have that late dinner and it's pirate night especially, and they have a show going on the 11th deck at 10 or 10:15.
Yes.
And you have everybody trying to get from the 3rd and 5th floors
up to
deck 11 for that show.
Elevators are chaos.
It's chaotic. However, if you in your room on the 12th floor, it's pretty easy to get out there to see the show. And
with Concierge, we actually have our own area that we can go watch
for the fireworks.
For the fireworks, we have our own area that we can watch it.
Yeah, for the Concierge people, on those 2 ships, Fantasy and the Dream, their sun deck is perfect.
Yes.
The one on the Wish class ships doesn't work as well.
Correct.
But for that, so we met at 10:15 and we all went up to the sun deck and watched the fireworks shoot off basically from our level. It was really cool.
Kind of right over our heads.
Yeah. And that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, because the nice thing is you don't have any obstruction. So it's not like, the aqueduct, if you're over by the area that they do the pirate show, the aqueduct is right there, which can block a little bit of it.
It can.
Yes.
So it was nice watching them up there. I enjoy watching them from our own balcony.
I know.
Especially if you're on the starboard side forward, they basically are shooting them off right over you.
Yeah.
So it was, but up there on that deck was great.
Mm-hmm.
We met some cool people up there.
We did. And then we went and hung out.
Yeah, hung out for about another hour down in the bar district and had a good time.
Saw a friend from the fantasy.
From the fantasy when we were on it back in January 2024, Howard, the King bartender.
Yes.
So he was there. It was cool to see him again. Mm-hmm. But we had another good day, and then day 4, which was Wednesday,
was sea day.
Was a sea day.
Yes.
And it was nice. The wind was hard. It was 15 to 20 miles an hour every day.
Yeah. So there was a little bit of
rocking noticeable when you were in the back of the ship.
Yes.
Or when you were going slow.
Correct.
But it wasn't bad. It was not bad at all.
Mm-mm.
It was a lot worse the last time we were on the fantasy.
Oh, yes.
Actually.
Yes.
So that day we finished up the midship stuff. We just wandered around and had a good old time looking at the artwork on the ship, the statues, the Grand Hall, all of that
just
stuff.
Going through and looking at things that we knew were there, just kind of going back and seeing them again, see if they had changed.
Yeah.
walking around and just enjoying the ship. Got some fun pictures made out on the deck.
Right. That night we actually, it was Frozen was the show.
Yes.
So we did the Frozen show. We weren't real hungry at the time it ended. So we ended up just getting room service later on.
Yes.
We didn't even have our dinner delivered up. We just weren't hungry at that time.
Yeah. I think we'd gone to the lounge for a little bit, kind of finish up the trip.
Yeah. So we literally had, chicken wings later on. But it was a good trip.
It really was. It was relaxing.
The next morning we arrived in Port Canaveral and got off the ship pretty early, got on a bus and got dropped off at Disney's Riviera Resort.
Yes, because that's where our reservations picked up.
Then. Yeah. Which was a stay we had scheduled months ago because we had Jollywood Nights scheduled for that Saturday the 6th.
Correct.
Months ago. As soon as those tickets went on sale.
Yep. My
favorite thing about concierge stays
is what?
Is when you get off the ship. Because first of all, your tags to disembark, are the first ones they call yellow with Chip and Dale.
Yes.
But also you go to the lounge and they have an elevator that they're holding for you. And they take you down all the way down and walk you past everybody who's lined up trying to get off the ship.
Yes.
To the gangway and get you off. So that was great.
Yeah.
Oh, we totally forgot to talk about
what?
Wednesday night, the show, Disney's Believe.
Yes. Oh, I love that show.
So that is an original show with actually an original song. That's What It Takes to Make the Garden Grow or something like that is the name of the song, whatever the official name is.
Yes. I'm not sure.
Really cool. About a dad who doesn't believe in magic and his daughter does. And then
it's her birthday.
Every single Disney character basically comes out to convince him that magic is real.
Yes.
I mean, you have Mary Poppins, Peter Pan, Rafiki, Moana. The genie is all over it. Merlin from Sorcerer's Stone, the Sword and the Stone.
Fairy Godmother.
The Fairy Godmother, Bert and the Chimney Sweeps.
Yep.
All kinds of characters. Half of the princesses are in it. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's really my, one now of your second favorite show on the cruise ship.
You could say one of your favorite shows.
One of my favorite shows.
Yeah. And I cry every time.
You do. Another nice little perk for concierge guests is that you get to go in 40 minutes before showtime to the theater, which gives you about 10, 15 minutes to find the seat you want before they open the doors and everybody else pours in.
Right.
So that was very nice. From that, we actually rode down in the service elevator down to the second floor.
Yes.
Which, by the way, if you remember, that's how they got Judy in on the Fantasy when we went.
Yes.
All of us went back in 2024.
That is correct.
Was through that service elevator down to the second floor.
The one she got stuck in?
Yeah. So that's how we got down there also.
Right.
So it's really nice not being able to find the seat you want.
Yes. And we pretty much have the same 2 seats every show.
Pretty much. Yeah. I like to sit behind the sound guy so there's nobody in front of me.
Right. And then there's that one spot right on the corner where there's a little extra room for your leg.
Yeah. But that was great.
Yeah.
If you're in concierge, they do have an open bar from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. every night.
Yep.
It's not as great as it sounds because during that 5 to 10, you've got to be in a show at 5:20.
And then dinner
and
at 8:15.
And then dinner at 8:15, or you've got dinner at 6:15 and a show right after that. You know?
Right.
So it's not like you really get 5 hours every night, but it is nice to be able to go up there and have your drinks and just relax and not have to fight the crowds that are in all the other bars.
Right. And during the day, throughout the day, they have, you know, water, soda, coffee throughout the day. They have little
Finger
light
foods.
bites. Yeah. And they change them out every about 3 hours.
Right. Yeah. It starts off with like breakfast related, which is like pastries and stuff. And then, at some points there's cold sandwiches and a lot of little finger foods, but it's nice.
It's a nice option, especially if you're not really hungry, but you need to eat a little something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like what we did, we chose not to go to the hour and a half dinners because that's how long it feels like you go when you go to the restaurants. We can go and eat in half an hour in our room. Yeah. Or if you're not hungry at all, just eat a few things off of the little bar, the food menu there. And there you go.
Yeah. So when we got back to Riviera, I guess we planned it right. We got dropped off at Riviera, which allowed us to check in our bags.
Right.
Then we got on the Skyliner, went over to Epcot, had a little shopping. We needed a couple of things we actually needed to pick up in Epcot. Mm-hmm. And then got on a bus back to All-Star Music to pick up my car, which was still there.
Right. I think it worked out well.
It did. Got our room. We were assigned room 8945 on the 9th floor. Mm-hmm. And from inside the room, but especially on the balcony, you could see Spaceship Earth, Contemporary, and the castle in the distance.
Right.
So we got to watch both nights, the fireworks from both parks. Mm-hmm. So it was a Thursday and Friday. Those were party nights. So Minnie's whatever fireworks thing for the Christmas party was at 10 o'clock. Luminous was at 9:30. We got to watch those from our balcony.
Right.
Both of those nights. They don't pump the music in, but who cares?
Yeah. Now, I will say it's the first time I've ever seen Luminous away from, to that extent, away from Epcot, and being able to see the entire lagoon, how the fireworks go inward, even though I knew how they did, but seeing it from away, it was and above was really amazing.
Yeah, I've seen it from TTC a lot, but
it's different.
It's just the ones that are up over the trees, you know.
Right. This was very different, being able to see all of it at one time. So it was really a interesting, kind of exciting way to see it.
Yeah, it was very cool. I loved it.
Yeah.
So we ate a couple of times at Primo Piatto. Mm-hmm.
Which that's a very, very underrated quick service.
Yeah, it was good. Uh-huh. It closed very early.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it closed like at 10 o'clock.
Like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was still open. Okay, that's not true. It was still open until I believe 11.
But it was only grab food.
But it was, pastries and stuff after like 10 o'clock. Right. So we ended up having to order a pizza that one night.
Yeah.
We got there on Thursday. Friday, I had to work. Mm-hmm. Saturday, we had Jollywood Nights.
Yes.
It rained basically started as soon as we got into the park. Mm-hmm.
And the temperature started dropping very quickly.
Yeah. They didn't have the bands out. They didn't have characters out. Yeah. They ended up, I don't know if they officially rained it out. I know they did the next night.
Yeah.
For Mickey's Very Merry.
Right.
But we did go in. I know anybody who went into guest services and asked, they were at least giving you tickets to a different party.
Correct.
And that's what we did. So we're going to go back to Jollywood Nights on the 20th. Mm-hmm. And
fingers crossed it doesn't rain.
Yeah. Hope that it was better than this was.
Yeah. I mean, we probably would have stuck it out if we just hadn't been at Disneyland being soaked and cold.
Yeah, it was too soon after that.
And without being entertainment too.
And to be honest with you, knowing that we had to get up at 5:30 in the morning to drive to Fort Lauderdale.
Right.
Also was like, I don't want to be here in this. Yeah. The ice skaters didn't skate. The characters weren't out. The bands weren't out.
Yeah.
Like,
So
it just
feel like we weren't getting our value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not worth being miserable and cold and wet.
Right.
But we'll review that after the 20th.
Yes.
Hopefully it won't be. And we went and it got rained out.
Yeah.
Still, since 2019, we have been to one party that it didn't rain.
Yep.
So I guess, yeah. And that was this year.
Mm-hmm. So like we said, the next morning we're leaving to drive down to Fort Lauderdale for the Destiny.
Yeah. So that will be our next episode, is talking about the Destiny.
Yes.
I like the fantasy. I think I like the dream better now. I don't know.
They're just slightly different.
Yeah, they are. I still like the fantasy.
Yes.
And we're going on it again in a month. 5 weeks, I think.
14th.
Okay, so a month.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Doing it again, being more familiar with it again.
Yeah. Well, part of it is we'll be on the ship a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Because we're already...
I think, is it 5 nights?
No, it's still 4 nights.
Still 4.
Yeah. We won't have... It'll be a little bit less chaotic when we get there. So, and we'll get on faster. And our stuff will be out of room faster, too. Not that it made that big of a difference.
Right. So that is going to wrap up our talking about the Disney fantasy.
Yes, take 2.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, listening to us, supporting the show. Like we always say, easiest way to support the show, tell somebody about it. Subscribe on whatever podcast catcher you listen to. That way you won't have to go look for us. It'll just pop up every weekish when we put out a new episode. And join our Facebook group, Mickeyphile Improvement District, Instagram, at Mickeyphile_podcast. Our email address, if you want to reach out, is mickeyphilepodcast@gmail.com. Goodbye.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.